What's up, tube? So we're here in the grow room. Got everything all cleaned up, ready to be set up. Got the floor painted, got the walls painted. I have a 6-bulb T5 here, a 3-speed fan, and this is where we veg. This is a 4x4 space. And then we move them up here once they outgrow that space to get them ready. We transplant them, get them ready to go into the flower room. And this is a 4x4 space as well. So usually I like to run six plants in flower, which is our limit here in Colorado legally. 3 per person, I believe. And then if you have a license, you could have higher plant counts and stuff like that. But this is just a recreational or a personal grow, so don't need no more than 6 plants. But as you guys will see, we do a lot with 6 plants. So we have our timer for our veg. It's ran off at 220. We have our 2 ballasts for our 2 315s. One's a red spectrum, the other one's a blue spectrum. We have a hurricane fan here that we use to exhaust the room just in case it gets too hot. But I will be putting a filter on that, and then we're going to use it to scrub the room, which I've never done. We have our Helios 18 here with 2 triggers, 2 timers. We have 9 lights running the flower room. And the reason I did 9 instead of 4 1000s is just you run less watts and you run less power. Obviously I'm trying to conserve as much power as I can, and unfortunately I saved for 2 years to get this set up and set up this room, and then now LEDs blew up. So I wish I would have waited a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I asked Spectrum King if they would swap me out these 9 for some Spectrum King 600s. It didn't work. I ended up having to buy them, which I have over at Angie's farm, and we'll have updates on those. So this is how it is. This is our panel. It's all our power for the whole room. All nice and clean, all legally done. Our flower room. We have a green light in here. Our 9 reflectors. And if you guys saw on the timer, or on the Helios 18, I have the 2 triggers. And the reason is because the 5 in an X pattern are red spectrum, and the 4 in the outsides, they're blue. I have them turned on at different times, so I'll have the red ones on all times, and I'll have the blue ones kick in for about 6 hours. This fan is off right now because the lights are off, but as soon as the lights turn on, that fan comes on, along with this fan, which is always on. And then we have our 3rd fan here. I just painted the floor, got this all ready, so it's up here. But this guy goes right there. So just give you an overlook of the room. We have our automated watering, 12 sites on our bubblers, individual shutoffs, comes down through into our reservoir. Have our floor all nice and cleaned up. Humidity is 68, low is 25. Temperature is 63 is low, 73 high. We're getting dangerously low here. Anything under 60, and you guys are looking at potential problems in the room. I don't have a dehumidifier in here, guys, so but there's plants in here, This one will get up to 100, 99%, 80%. It's pretty scary. I have this little standalone AC unit that we were using. So I hung it up, get it out of the floor space. And it's a 2-pipe system. If you can see it there, I have it taking in fresh air, pulling and pushing out the exhaust, the hot air. But I do find that I'm getting smell coming out of that, so I have to get that figured out. So I'll probably end up putting a filter on that. Here's that Hurricane fan, just exhausts the air, but I'm gonna put a filter coming across this way, and then it's gonna scrub this air. And what that does, it goes above the room, and then it dumps in back on this grate here. So we're gonna have pretty good circulation in here. And so we have our CO2 monitor here. As you guys can see, it's 474 right now. It's average about 420. As I'm in here, it'll start to climb. Temperature's low on this side. You can tell this corner's cold. So we're gonna have to get that addressed somehow. Maybe I'll have to get that fan going to get more circulation. Or once I get the scrubber going, it'll have that bringing air this way, so that it'll create better circulation. So it's always key to know what your CO2 is at. As you can see, that just bumped up. Here's my CO2 line. Goes up through my hole, comes around, comes down, and then here's my regulator. And then right here is where my CO2 tank goes. And then I have a spare one always on bottom that I'll have there. You guys come to the next video, I'll put my plants back, put the tray back. I'll put my 2 huge ass plants in this room that'll be filling up the room, I believe. We'll have the calendar filled out. We'll have everything on point. I just wanted to show you guys my setup. It took me a while to save for this setup, you know. I wanted to do it right. I used to grow in tents and I had nothing but problems in those tents. I couldn't control the temperature how I needed to, so I ended up having a lot of problems. And I had bunk ass genetics, guys. I mean, I got what I could. They came with problems from a dispensary, came with powdery mildew, so that was my first fight. Then I bought seeds, and those seeds were just no good. Everything hurt me all the time, and I thought it was me, my style, and it's not. I just had weak ass shit. So here soon, we're gonna be going to the Ocean Grown and some TGA. We're gonna figure that out, see what we're gonna run. And try to blow them up, see what we can do with them, you know? So, hopefully we could do big things, become part of the the OG crew, the Ocean Grown crew. And check it out. So this is just to ensure that there's no light leaks. I don't know if you guys have ever wondered what they are. I always have it open. So I zip this down and it'll tuck all the way over, and then I close the door too. And then as you can tell, that just quiets everything down and makes it nice and quiet. But yeah guys, 2 315s in here, 9 in the flower room. Got my T5, and I want to replace this light with something. I have to figure out with what. I need something that'll fill this space and light it up nice. So that'll be coming soon. And then we will be popping some new beans. And that's our light we use for starting our seeds. So, right on guys. Hope you guys enjoy the walkthrough of the room. And just make sure to leave a comment. Hit that like button. Share it, you know. And I'll see you guys soon.